Hey, what's up guys? Today we are opening the brand new core set Doom of Dimensions. But we are not just opening packs, we are conducting an investigation. For the past year, the meta has been dominated by the deck build packs. Sets like Crossover, Breakers and Justice Hunters have completely taken over. Meanwhile, recent core sets like Duelist Advance have been, well, flops. So the real question is Doom of Dimension doomed to repeat the failure? Are core sets even worth buying anymore? Let's find out. Alright, the packs have been shuffled and ready to go, but before that we have a giveaway for you guys. We are giving away one VJump issue number 9 to one lucky subscriber. All you have to do to enter, be subscribed to the channel, smash that like and drop a comment down below. If you're not familiar with the promos, check the pinned video in the top right corner. We reviewed the first 6 issues of 2025. I highly recommend checking it out. Alright, here we go. The first pack. Let's see what it's gonna bring us. Is it gonna be the Doom of Dimensions or something maybe better? And for this opening we are gonna be side-scrolling. And for our first foil we got Marshmallow Yummy. Ironically, our first relevant pull is support for a deck build pack archetype. This immediately sets the stage for our investigation. Is the best stuff in this core set just support for other better sets? It's a key one card starter for the Yummy deck, but it doesn't exactly inspire confidence in the core theme. And here for our rare, we got VA Refar. Next up, moving on. And here right on top we have Common Doomsday 5 Amalfi. This is our first look at the set's main theme. Doomsday is a self-destructive Xyz archetype focused on popping its own cards to trigger effects. This card is the main searcher, triggering on summon or destruction. It's the core consistency piece that gets the engine going. And for our rare we got DDD Wisdom King Solomon. It's a rank 4 that deattaches to search any DD card. This is a vital consistency tool for the deck, but it highlights the archetype's core issue. It helps you start your plays but doesn't protect you from the hand traps that shut them down. And yeah, here we have our next piece of evidence for the prosecution, a pack full of commons. And here we have DDD Founder King Clovis, a new synchro that revives a banished or grave DD monster. And for our first ultra we get Regenesis Demiurge. Summons from a grave by banishing big bodies, then bounces your opponent's board. It's powerful but situational win more card that's not seeing much play. But so far we have pulled some cool cards that needed a little bit of explanation. Alright, let's see. What else can we find here? And here we have the rare Black Rose Garden. Great continuous spell for Rose Dragon. It searches on activation and turns everything into plants to enable some powerful synergies. Very cool. And here we have Onomatokage. This card is actually selling quite a bit. It's an incredible extender for Utopia decks since it can summon itself from hand or grave. And right here we have our second ultra, Doomsday and Drastrius. This is the archetype's main boss monster. Its quick effect negates and equips an opponent's monster. It's a solid piece of disruption, but is it strong for the top meta? The general conscious from OCG players is that the Doomsday archetype, while having a lot of hype, is just too linear right now to compete with the top decks. It has a powerful core idea, but it's predictable. And here we got Tragic Twin Threads, an interesting equip spell that lets you pop an opponent's extra deck monster. Okay, I see we are getting some interesting cards. What we're gonna find here? Oh, okay, and I see something shiny. What could it be? Let's see. and it's an ultimate rare Tri-Brigade Arms Mauser. Now, this is a great pull. It's double foolish for the archetype, sending stuff like Kit and Nerval to set up your entire grave, a massive consistency boost for a beloved deck, and our first real glimmer of high value. If you want to see more high-end legacy support pulls, definitely check out our OCG opening playlist linked in the description and top corner. Alright, let's see if we can keep the momentum going. We got another Doomsday 5. And here we have a rare Magnifistorming Megala, an extender for the new Magnifistorm archetype. It's a control strategy built around repeatedly using quick play spells like Mystical Space Typhoon. This card summons itself easily and then summons another Magnifistorm from the deck when a quick play is activated. It's a promising rogue deck. And here we have an Ultra, a Goki the Tyrant Ogre, a huge 3,500 attack boss that can pop cards up to the link rating of its materials. It's a solid board breaker, but is it a powerful solution to a problem the deck has trouble getting into the first place due to consistency issues? I really don't think so. Let's see what else we can find. And here we have super rare Magnifistorming Protea and Magnifistorming Suen. These two are the core searchers for the Magnifistorm deck, working together to ensure you always have access to your key spells. It's a cool idea, but not really relevant to the current meta play. And next we have a rare K9 666 Jax, a rank 5 that pops a monster when your opponent activates an effect from hand or grave. And look at that, more support for a deck build pack archetype, shocking, right? Also, I'm very curious how the TCG is gonna name this card, cause 666 is something they can't allow. You know, right? They remove the crosses, they remove the cleavages, they remove 666s. You know how it works. And here we have a super rare DDD Sky King Zeus Ragnarok. It's a link 3 that gives you an additional pendulum summon. I think that could be a solid support. I'm not really into pendulums and I don't know how to play pendulums, but it is what they are aiming for here. Let's see what else can we find here. Alright, and here we have our rare Dogmatika Beast, an interesting card that will become very relevant with the new support in this set. And here we have more of the Doomsday cards. Oh, and look at that, Wake Up Mochi. No, sorry, this one is the Machi. This is a short printed normal rare in the OCG. It's a subtle way they add chase to lower rarities. Super cool. You see that, right? OCG short prints fun, quirky commons. TCG short prints every meta chase card you actually need. It's simply ridiculous. But okay, back to the packs. Let's see, maybe we can find something else in here. Alright, nothing but commons and a rare. That's the modern core set experience, brief flashes of value, like that ultimate rare, surrounded by bulk. It's a lottery, unlike the deck build sets where value is more concentrated. Check out our OCG opening playlist to see the difference. Oh, here we have a super rare Hate Grove's Witch. Great for plant synchro, sends a plant to the grave for plays like Glow Up Bulb and protects all your plants from disruption. That's cool. Oh, and right here we have a Power Patron Machine Doomsday. This is a core enabler for the archetype. It locks you into Xyz monsters, but lets you use another monster on your field to Xyz summon a Doomsday boss and then equip itself to it. If it gets destroyed, it searches a Doomsday card, playing right into their strategy. That's cool. And here we have a rare Ichiki Sayori Haim. Though not an Excel Sister card, she can search key pieces like Aratama or Sakitama, adding flexibility and resilience. Useful in niche builds, but her value comes more from tactical support than broad meta impact. Okay. we are more than halfway through the box. Let's see what we can find. Oh, and look at that. I see something shiny right there. That's a Starlight or Prismatic Secret. We have Violent Switch, Twilight Rose Black Knight, Doomsy Raider, Dark Contract with the Zero King. Okay, and see, it's an effect. What could it be? This could be good. Oh, no way. It's Dogmatika, Fluderalis, the Thunderous. This is the chase card of the set. It's a hand trap that drops a 2,500 body on a board during your opponent's turn and tutors a trap from the deck. The ultimate turn 0 interaction, an absolutely insane pull that completely changes the value proposition of this particular box. Well, the set itself might be questionable, but you can't argue with a pull like this, and it looks very clean. Let's double sleeve it. That's the second most expensive card in this set, except for the one you can pull from the bonus 1 pack. Alright, that was something. Did not expect this here. Let's see, what else can we find? And here for our rare we have Draco Tail, an essential extender for the meta deck that revives another from the graveyard. Another high value rare. Well, the Dogmatika card actually needed that, not in such rarity though. Let's see what we find here, and that's another DDD, nothing too crazy. Okay. Another Doomsy card on the... What is that, man? Okay. Okay, let's go one by one. We have Elara, Cerberus, Fusion Recurrent, Draco Tail Sting, and I can see it's a trap card. Okay, it's Dogmatika Beast, 2 Starlights in 1 box. This is the trap you search with Fluderalis. It revives a monster and dumps something like Ents from your extra deck to pop a card. The synergy is perfect. This has never happened to me before. I don't know what the odds are, but they have to be astronomical. This isn't just a god box, this might be an error box. I've never gotten 2 Prismatic Secrets from a 1 box. Like, come on. Simply madness. Alright, after that madness, what could be left? Let's see. Let me check. That's not a Starlight. Okay. So, here we have super rare Doomsy Break Dictorus and Psychic Serene Sorceress, a generic psychic support. And the Dictorious, a rank 4 that triggers the archetypes self-destruction theme by popping 1 of your own cards to pop an opponent's monster. That's solid. Alright, let's see what this pack is gonna bring us. And here we have a bunch of commons and a rare. That's a perfect moment to mention that all of these cards are gonna be listed on our card market. The link is in the description below, make sure to check that out. And here we have super rare Magnifistorming Suen. This is the deck's primary starter. It can special summon itself from the hand under very easy conditions, and on summon it searches for any Magnifistorm spell or trap, or even a copy of Mystical Space Typhoon. Alright, we have just these 2 packs left, one from the core box and the +1 booster. And the last pack of the main box. Let's see. And we have another dud right here. So after all that, it really comes down to this. Last +1 bonus pack, but hey, if you have made it this far, might as well subscribe, smash that like and drop a comment below, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. Also, check our eBay store for some cool merch. Alright, let's crack this +1 assist pack. This is our chance for some exclusive ultras, including the most expensive card in the entire set, the Starlight Garden Rose Maiden. Let's see. Can we get another one right here? And It's an ultra rare white rose dragon. Not the ultimate chase, but a fantastic extender. But wait, don't go yet. So, are the core sets dead? I came in thinking yes, but this box complicated things. Our best super was Marshmallow Yummy, ironically support for a deck build set. The Ultras gave us the main new bosses for Doomsday and Goki. We pulled an ultimate rare Tri-Brigade Arms Mauser and the unthinkable 2 prismatic secret rares in one box. The chase card, Dogmatika, Fluiduralis, and its perfect partner, Dogmatika Beast. Even so, this was an outlier, an absurd stroke of luck that proves the point. Modern core sets are still a lottery. Today, we hit the jackpot, but most of the time, you won't. My advice stays the same: buy singles, unless you are ready to gamble. Thanks for watching, you can check another video here or here. Peace.